4 in a row, baby. How nice is that? The Seahawks with a commanding win over the Arizona Cardinals, 30-18. They advanced to 8-5 on the season. Man, doesn't that feel good, folks? Another fantastic win. And this game was never in doubt. The Seahawks got off to a hot start. They were up at the end of the first quarter, 17-7. And they never backed down. This was a complete game. That first half was the best first half of football we've seen from the Seahawks all season long. This was really good in all three phases, from offense to defense, special teams. Everybody did their job, and I could not be more proud of the way this Seahawks team performed in a divisional game. Quick turnaround, facing this team twice in a 3-week stretch, and they delivered. Without Kenneth Walker, the run game was incredible today. Zach Charbonnet had more rushing yards than any Seahawks running back has had in a single game this season. And, you know, I read the comments here on Seahawks Today every single day, what you guys have to say. And I'll be honest, there have been a lot of Zach Charbonnet doubters and haters out there. A lot of you, I'm going to be honest, have written off Zach Charbonnet and said he's not any good. We can do better than him. He shouldn't be our number 2 back. He can't get the job done filling in for Kenneth Walker. Charbonnet answered the call. And as I was reading the chat during our live stream, a lot of you were saying that Charbonnet was giving you a Charbonner. And rightfully so. 22 carries, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6.1 yards per carry. He was great. Kenny McIntosh also got involved, 7 carries, 38 yards. Geno had a solid day today, 24 of 30, 233 yards, a touchdown. JSN, now 6 straight games with at least 4 catches and a nice total of 69 yards. He led the Hawks in receiving again with 5 catches for 82 yards. Charbonnet with 7 catches and 59 yards. He was effective in the receiving game. Just overall, a very good day from this Seahawks offense. And I haven't even talked about the defense. You had not one, but 2 interceptions today, both in the first quarter from Ernest Jones, who set the tone early, and then Kobe Bryant with a pick as well. Both guys have been fantastic. This was a very good win for the Seattle Seahawks. Let's go over some of the numbers here. They outgained the Cardinals 409-356. Cardinals had a few more first downs. Seahawks were close to 50% on third down. Penalty number a little bit high, 9 penalties for 62 yards, but you did win the time of possession. You managed the clock 33 minutes and 2 seconds and 30 points today. I thought this was a very good performance. The offensive line, we mentioned the running numbers, but you know how many times Geno was sacked? None. 0. The offensive line did their part. Geno did his, and you're in really good shape. This is one where you've won 4 in a row now. You're sitting at 8-5. You're in a really good spot in this division race, in the NFC playoff picture, holding that 3 seed. Right now, folks, I'm as confident as ever in this Seahawks team after this performance, after they played. What is your one-word reaction to the Seahawks' performance against the Arizona Cardinals? My one word is confidence. My confidence is there right now. This team is figuring it out. And what have I been telling you? If you've been watching this show for the last couple of months, I've been saying, hey, wait till the second half of the year. Wait till after the bye week, after the system's in place, and let's see how this team adapts, how they respond. Wait till Abe Lucas gets back. They made some changes, bringing in guys like Ernest Jones and others. You get Abe back, and we've seen the way JSN has really put it together in the last few weeks. The confidence is there. Folks, no better way to celebrate a Seahawks win than subbing for Seahawks dubs. We had an incredible watch party on Sunday. If you missed out, don't worry. We're going to have an awesome watch party coming up next Sunday night for Seahawks and Packers. We bring you our daily news and rumors. We do our live shows on Wednesdays. Sub for dubs. Help us reach 61,000 subscribers to the channel. Getting so close, but we need your help to get there. Sub. Join the family of 12s. The latest happenings on your favorite team all season long. We got you covered. Let's talk about Geno now. I liked it. You know, in the words of John Gruden, he was feeling nicey today. He was feeling nicey. Geno, you gave him a clean pocket. No sacks. And he did what he needed to do. 24 of 30, 233 yards, a touchdown, QB rating of 110, was not sacked, didn't make mistakes. And what did we talk about in the pregame earlier in the week? That this Seahawks team, all they need from Geno, just play mistake-free. He doesn't need to be a hero out there. I don't need him to throw for 350 and 400 yards. If he did, that'd be cool. But I just need him to play mistake-free. He understood the assignment, as the kids say today. In the run game, they established the run, and they let it take over. I don't know this for certain, but this may be the first time all season where the Seahawks ran the ball more than they did pass the ball. 31 rushing attempts, 30 passing attempts. This offense had balance today. And I got to give Ryan Grubb a shout-out. I know I've been hard on Ryan Grubb, and rightfully so, but Ryan Grubb came in with a great game plan today. He really did a good job of mixing the run and pass and not getting away from the run game and letting Charbonnet do his thing. Even without K9 out there, they didn't waver of the commitment to run the football. He showed the trust in Charbonnet, and Charbonnet delivered, and he was fantastic. Kenny McIntosh, also with a good day. He did what I would expect to see from a backup running back. I'm not going to complain about Kenny McIntosh's performance. 7 carries, 38 yards with a 16-yard long. I liked what I saw from Kenny McIntosh. And JSN, man, JSN. What a year. What a year. I know the Pro Bowl voting and all that came out this past week, but we got to start talking about JSN for some serious award consideration, whether it's Pro Bowl or whatever awards are out there. People need to recognize what this guy's becoming. He's that first-round receiver. He is that guy. JSN, he is him. JSN does it again. Who was Seattle's MVP? I lean towards Charbonnet, but I got to give a couple game balls out to a couple different people. Geno, you're getting a game ball today. Charby, JSN, Tyrese Knight, Ernest Jones, Kobe Bryant, you guys are all getting game balls today. Let me know in the comment section. Who's your MVP? Who's getting your game ball tonight? Let us know. Today's show is sponsored by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. Choose 2 or more players on any given category. Get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points in football, rebounds in basketball, goals in hockey, all sorts of different categories to choose from. Go to PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS, and they will give you $50 to spend for free when you play $5. You don't even have to win to get the money. Go to PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. Today on PrizePicks, I went with JSN to have more than 63.5 receiving yards. He got it. I did have Trey McBride to have less than 64.5 receiving yards. That did not work out. That's okay, though. There's always next week. Play along with me. PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. All right, before we wrap up, let's talk about the defense for Seattle here, what they did today. And they came out of the gates really well, I thought. You gave it the opening drive, but then from there, first quarter to the end of the second quarter, this defense came to play on a mission today. Kyler Murray, you picked him off twice. He still had some big plays, but for the most part, he only had the one run, which this is the fastest quarterback in football, and you held him to 16 yards. That's fine by me. That's going to work. We talk about these weapons that Arizona's got. McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson. They got some decent assets. They didn't really do a whole lot. James Conner, he had 90 yards rushing, but a lot of that was when they were playing from behind. This win was already in a good spot. I can live with what the defense did. 18 points. Tip of the cap to Mike Macdonald and the crew. This defense has turned a drastic corner from what they were at. You also had 2 sacks today as well. Rayshawn Jenkins had a sack late in this game. You also had a sack from Jonathan Hankins, and we've talked about Jonathan Hankins, that he needs to step up, that he hasn't played great the last few weeks. Team effort. I'm feeling really good. Now you take on the Packers. We're going to enjoy this one for the next 24 hours. But as we've said the last couple of weeks, this is a tough stretch ahead. Here's what we're looking at, folks. You play the Packers this week. Then you play the Vikings. Those are 2 playoff teams right there. Then you play at the Bears on a short week. And although that coaching staff's gone, it's an audition for those coaches that are there and for those players, not just for the Bears, but for other teams as well. They're not going to be laying down for anybody, despite what's gone on there. And then you play the Rams. And who knows? Could that be potentially for a playoff spot to end the season? So, great win. You love it. I think you're in a fantastic spot. But the job is far from over. There's plenty of work to do for this Seahawks team in the coming weeks ahead. But this was one of, if not the best performances we've seen, a complete win from the Seahawks today. How would you grade it? A, B, C, D, or F? I'm going with solid A. I am going with a solid A from what we saw from the Seahawks today. Weigh in, let us know in the comments section below. For continuing Seahawks coverage, subscribe now to the channel. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. Go Hawks. Make sure and join us for our watch party coming up next Sunday for Seahawks and Packers. We'll see you then.